we're talking about moving tips, how to make your move smoother, because that's super important. Um, as we're walking through this right now, so I figured why not share some info. But first things first, if you're new here, hey, welcome. I'm Keisha Ellingson, and I help people who have moved heal homesickness by leading them through the process of creating friendships and connection in their new area, even if you are super shy. So, um, the last few days have been kind of hectic, but also exciting as we're packing up, getting things ready to, or getting ready to take another trip. We have our trailer loaded and um, just making sure that we can fit as much stuff as possible in this trip, so we don't have to take so many trips to our new location. Um, and also, the kids have school for this is their last day this week, so they're excited for a little bit of break. But yeah, I hope your guys' day is going good as well. So we're going to jump into these moving tips. When you have a move coming up, it's important to think through it versus just jumping into it and then like having a sea of chaos around you. So there's a few things to ask yourself or a few things to think about. The first one is, what kind of move is it? So is it a one trip destination where you're moving from one side of the country to another or out of country? Like that will determine how many trips you can take, because you can only take one usually. And what mode are you traveling? Like, are you traveling by plane? Because then you're gonna have to pare down your stuff a lot. Or even one time, Ethan and I, we were making a trip, but we had to go back for the holidays, but we had to be out of our apartment. So we packed up everything, moved everything into a storage unit, flew home, and then Ethan flew back to take one load from Ohio to Texas. So thinking about what kind of move and the timing that it is will help you identify your next steps. Sometimes if people have an in-town move, like where they're moving 10 miles, 15 miles, you don't have to pack up as much, because you can literally take the clothes from your closet, scoop them out, put them in your back seat, drive to the location, and put them back in your closet, right? This trip that we're doing this move is 5.5 hours. So it's close enough to take some trips. It's not close enough to do it every weekend. That's not fun. Because it's like 11 hours in the car with 3 kids. Not fun. Um, but you get to set up your plan around what kind of move you're making. The second thing is to get help. There's You can reach out to family if you have family in the area, and also childcare if you have kiddos. Now we got help different ways depending on where we were. So if we were around family, we asked family to watch our kiddos. When I was in Ohio, my daughter was 3, and I scheduled extra daycare days that she went to daycare. So she was gone, I could pack. And then we've also packed while the kids were at school as well. So you don't have to have family there. You can use daycares or schools, or find some time where you can pack and get stuff done, if possible, if the kids aren't home, because it goes a lot faster. When you're moving, ask friends to come and help you move, if possible, if they're in the location. It could be moving the boxes after you've loaded them, after you have them all packed and marked where they're supposed to go, because they don't know, right? Or it could be borrowing a trailer or dropping off a meal. There's lots of different ways that people can help out. Also, meal prep. This is something that you can do to help yourself. It's not dependent on somebody else. You can take a day, prep out 2 weeks of meals, and then just stick them in your fridge. So when things are crazy and chaotic and you have the kitchen packed up, you can just pull out one of those meal preps. I like to do also like easy meals. So this move, as like I'm working and moving, I do some meal replacers too. So like this is a meal replacers, Shakeology, but there's lots of different ways that you can purchase those, and then just have those when you know you need energy and you need fuel, but you don't have a lot of time to get it in. Okay. The third thing to think through is the time frame of your move. Is your move 2 years away? Is your move 3 months away? Or is your move 2 weeks away? Because this influences how you pack and what you have time to do. For instance, if your move is 3 months away, you still have time to purge and to get rid of all of your extra stuff. But if your move is 2 weeks away, you don't. Like, you just need to pack up all your stuff and get it out and go, right? So thinking through the time frame also was helpful is when you think through your time frame and the trips that you're going to take back, write it on a calendar, because it could become very clear that you don't have as many opportunities, say like around the holidays or around your kids' schedules or work schedules, to travel back as you thought you did. So get out a calendar, mark it on the calendar of exactly the days or the weekends that you're going back. And that will help bring clarity, and it will also help you avoid the last chaotic few days of like, oh my gosh, I have more stuff to do than I can fit in the last day. So that means you're sacrificing sleep and all that stuff. So don't get there. Plan ahead and have it ready, and so your move can go smooth. If you have any more questions, I have a training all about moving and packing your house inside the Homesick Happy Movers group. It's in the guide section. So once you jump in there, just check out the guide section in the group. And there's a whole guide like focused on moving and helping your move be as smooth as possible. So I hope you guys have a good day, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.